Welcome back to the Philadelphia Flyers pregame show. It's time for our pregame edition of Shutey Says for our second game this afternoon between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Okanagan Eagles. Shutey, great game for the Flyers last night. They pulled one out on home ice. What did you like from the team that you saw last night through that 60 minutes?
Well, the biggest thing that I loved was the Vazyankin, Reed Bibb, and the Sam Nardicchio line. I mean, they produced three, I believe, out of the 4 goals. I'm sorry, they only scored 3 goals.
2 out of the 3, I believe.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. Yeah. I know it was majority. Majority ruled between that line. And Vadim was able to get himself a goal and an assist. Reed Bibb was the helper on both, and Nardicchio got on the board with the goal for himself. So that line was really played well last night. They were able to maneuver the puck and very well between the 3 of them, and it led to some goals for the Flyers.
That line did look good. In terms of the back end, I thought the Flyers looked pretty good defensively. Matt Beck also stole the show in net, in my opinion. What did you like out of him last night?
Yes, Matt was very solid, and again, we talked about it on the intermission show. There were a couple opportunities for Okanagan to really take control of the game, and Matt was just making save after save after save. I believe there was one where he probably came up with, I would say about 5 saves on this one barrage. Like I said, it was like Okanagan was just putting the money into the machine. They were just getting pucks, and they were able to fire them. And Matt was able to keep everything from getting behind him, and he was able to finally tie up the puck and freeze it and slow everything down from Okanagan's offense.
Matt Beck getting the start in today's game as well. Shutey, last night was a really physical game. Not too much going on in terms of guys going to the box. I think there were only 5 or 6 penalties in the game. But a very physical game, something that maybe the most physical game we've seen here in Voorhees all year. Do you expect that to continue today?
I do kind of expect the same thing. You generally do get that when things, I don't want to say they got out of hand last night, but it got a little rough out there, and I expect some more rough stuff today. But I still think that goes to the advantage of the Flyers. I know Okanagan does appear to be a physical team. They're not backing down from the physical competition, but I do see that going into the advantage of the Flyers of being able to beat up on them. And the Flyers need to be able to be physical and kind of beat up on them a little bit to slow their game down because Okanagan's a very quick team.
A couple of lineup notes for today. Devin Joyce is out. J.R. Barone is still out. Brendan Ferguson makes a return to the lineup. What do you think Fergie's impact on this game being back in today could be?
Yeah, Fergie usually does well when he's in the lineup, and we've had him on our show twice after some big wins that they've had, and maybe Fergie will get back on the show again because it just seems like when he's out there, he's making things happen, and the Flyers win.
It would definitely be nice if he could contribute to a win today. One last question for you, Shutey, and it's the one I always ask: who's your standout today?
Oh, wow. I didn't really put too much thought on it, so you're kind of putting me on the spot. But let's go with Fergie. I think I kind of laid everything out for Fergie. So, yeah, Brendan Ferguson, my standout star. Usually he produces very well. And when he's producing well, the team has a tendency of winning games.
Definitely. Shutey, we'll talk to you during the second intermission. Always good to talk to you.
All right. Thanks, DJ.
We'll be right back on the Philadelphia Flyers pregame show.
Good.
Okay. The last time we did that video,
family moments of not being able to count.